lot of discussion at the Admirals Cup amongst the women's sailors about whether having this quota was a good idea, and a lot of them didn't feel that way, and then sort of said, well, you know, you've got to start somewhere, which is what they did with the Volvo. How do you feel about that quota for the America's Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm very much on the same page that no one wants a quota, but if it opens a pathway and it opens some opportunities, then I think sometimes you need to take steps like this. And I think this has a lot of potential for the future, and you know, we'll see where it goes. But I think the Volvo Ocean Race was the first one to do the quota, and there was a lot of grumbling at the time. But actually, it has changed the game in offshore sailing, just in terms of, you know, women doing the Vendée, and even the current rules. You know, the quota still exists, and there's a whole lot of women who would not have a career, and now they do. So I think it's a hard step to take, and it's always a little bit hard when, you know, one of the reasons you pick for something is that there's a quota, but I think it's about what you do with it. So I think that's what we'll wait and see.
So what discussions have there been about your role on the boat? Because I mean, we've sort of got 5 sailors on the boat now and no cyclists.
Yeah, so I mean, it's obviously really early days, and you know, we've got a bit of time really to figure out what those roles are going to be and how that's all going to work. So very much a work in progress. I mean, for me, just a huge amount to learn. You know, I've got a few years of knowledge to catch up on, so get onto that first, and we'll figure out the details later.
You're going to keep going on the SailGP side?
I'm not sure what I'm doing with SailGP yet. I'll be in Abu Dhabi for the final, obviously, supporting the Black Foils. Been with them all year, so it's been great.
Do you see the sort of testing side of it as being a significant part of your role?
Yeah, I guess that's what's really exciting about the America's Cup, is that the technology and the development is, you know, something that's pretty new for me. Obviously sailed the AC40 last time, but that was a one design. So really looking forward to just getting stuck into learning about the development and the technology, and see how we make the boat go faster, because it's going to be what it's about at the end.
Do you follow F1 at all?
Yeah, definitely follow F1.
So how do you think what you've done in SailGP and AC40 and this, you know, correlates into, you know, what we see with F1?
Well, yeah, I guess with F1 there's a lot of that development side. You know, it's not one design. So that's the kind of the exciting part about this, is getting to learn about, you know, what tricks do we have to make the boats go faster, because there's a huge amount of really smart people in that shed over there, and the full-time job is, you know, how do we shave seconds off? And I guess that's, you know, a lot like Formula 1, where you see the race crews, but then you know there's 50, 100 people back at base just trying to make the thing go faster.